Hello, everyone. My name is Sabrina Parr. Today, I want to share my story in terms of careers. Today's topic is meet yourself. As you see, this is me when I was 100 days, and this is me when I uh, was president of APAC, Asia Pacific Alliance of Coaches. So I want to share the story who I am now from baby to now as a coach. Yes, I'm an executive coach as a professional certified coach since 2006. I have been providing coaching, training, and lecture about the leadership, communication, relationship, organization, culture, and team building, and many topics for leaders from the organization, government, nonprofit organization too, from the world. So I want to share the story. Are you ready to listen to my story? Okay, let's go. Wow, there are 14 different careers. This is my careers. I was used to be opera singer, and I also provide a teacher as a teacher singing and piano lesson. And I was assistant director of opera company, and I also was a reporter at Broadcasting System, and also music analyst of concert recording, and also flight attendant of KLM, headhunter, interpreter, conference organizer, sales and marketing manager, HR consultant, coach, adjunct professional. Now I'm a candidate PhD in international business. So as you see, my career is a lot like this. Actually, I really had a lot of a challenge to find my job. And many people told me, how can you change your job from, singing to other business field? So I just talk to people. I just follow the reality. Actually, I faced the challenge to make money. I am not a housewife, and I have a I never married, and I had a mother who has some debt, so I needed to pay some debt for her. Actually, my mother passed away, but she really influenced my life in positive way. Anyhow, I tried to make money. That really a trigger for me to move forward. So I did a lot of jobs to make money. So when I look back on my whole careers, my mother's death really encouraged me to have another job, another job. So I really appreciate it now. Okay, so that is the start to take my careers. So everybody can take careers in many different reasons. For me, that was the reason. So I really always face the reality, and the reality shows the way to the future. So I really accept the reality. So my careers really made me who I am now. After flight attendant, and I also want to have another job because I had only 4 years contract. So to get a new job, the last fourth year, I spent time to apply for the another company. At the moment, it was very sad. I couldn't receive any feedback from uh, companies. Actually, I sent over 1,000 times to get a job, and nobody hired me. So I was very disappointed, even though I never talked to myself in negative way. I talk to myself, there is no company who really deserve my careers and myself. that is my career start. So I started to find a new job, and there is a one headhunter really knocked to me and to have an interview. So I had an interview with a small, medium-sized company as a sales marketing manager. So at that time, I really focusing on what I can instead of what I want. I started to find out what I can to make money. And after 1.5 years later, I found out it really exhausted me. I was burned out. I met over 200 people every month. And then I spend, 200 business cards every month. So I really worked very hard and I was burned out. And afterwards, I stopped that job after 1.5 years later. And then I started to find another job. And then I actually got a lot of offers from other company because they know I really work very hard. So they really want me to work for their company. And I told them, I know I can do very well. And I know this is not my job anymore because I don't want to do that. So I stopped there. So I started to focus on what I really want. And I really, really thought a lot about myself. I really enjoy singing. I really want to learn singing and I want to be a singer. So at that time, when I was a singer, I really want to do that, even though I didn't make money. But for now, I start to find out what I really want. So I had a time for myself about life. So I take some time and I went to temple and I spent 3 weeks there. And then I set up my purpose of my life. When I have a self-reflection time, I could find out I really had a good education and good environment, family, and good body conditions as well. So I start to think I want to contribute myself to the others instead of my life. So I set up the purpose of life and I just forget it. And after I returned to my life, one of my friends from Switzerland, he actually run the small business HR consulting. So he asked me to be a head of his company in Korea because he just moved from Switzerland and he doesn't have someone around him who he can trust. And he just told me, Sabrina, you are the only one person who I can trust in Korea. So would you take the role of a head? So, okay, at the time I was looking for another new job. So I accepted that offer. Actually, at the time, I just thought, okay, I will take this role only, several days. So he started to uh, think I will quit after a few months. And I spent 1 year over there and I started to study HRM and a competency and assessment and coaching as well. And after 1 year later, I started to find out, okay, I want to start as an independent coach. So I quit the company and I started a new journey. At the time, I really was very fearful to start it by alone because I should give up the salary. Salary is very, very sweet. So I just ask myself, if you are 80 years old, what advice do you want to give it to yourself now? So I talk to myself, Serena, if you do not give up now this job, salary, you couldn't do anything more. Please go your life. So I start to my journey, own journey as a coach. So I dream to be a coach. Dream to be a coach. I had no any idea to uh, do some sales for my coaching project. And I just thought at the time, I don't know how to get there. So I just started to dream the future, be a coach. So I write down what I want to do. So, okay, I want to be paid $1,000 per hour, something like that as a coach. And then I just put the dream list. I focus on here and now, enjoy the moment. So every day I really enjoy my life. And one day I had a walking in front of our house. There is a small park. So I just take a walk, and I had some small chat with older ladies like 70s and 80s. There are some small group. So I just joined that group and I was chatting with them. And there is middle of the 50s. Actually, at the time, I was 41 years old. And she just came to our group, and then she just talked to me, and then we started to have a conversation. So we took a walk together, and she started to open her life. It was just the first time to see her, but she just shared her story. So I fully listened to her, and then I asked her some several questions. At the moment, she really felt a hard time, and then she talked to me. I want to divorce. So after take a walk, I just visit her home because this is neighborhood. I don't know even though, but it's very close. So we had some small conversation with her two sons as well. And after that day, she just texted me and then she wrote down like this way, Sabrina, I really appreciate your conversation. And I decided to uh, go to sea all together with my husband and family. So I was so happy to hear that. And afterwards, I provided some coaching for her two sons for free because she was uh, a little bit poor. And after a few weeks later, she could see the effectiveness of coaching. So she introduced me to her rich relatives. So they start to have a coaching session with me and they pay me $100 per hour. That was my first client. So it was very fantastic. I really appreciate all the opportunity. I focus on my life and focus here and now. So everything just followed by that. So if you want to some career, please enjoy the moment, every moment, and then you can see your strength and weakness together. Even though I started to have a one individual coaching I start to think, how can I attract a client from company? And I start to think there is no company who really wants to hire me as a coach because I thought I don't have enough careers to be a executive coach. And I ask a question to myself, even though if they choose me as a coach, why? So I start to focus on strength rather than on weakness. And people start to introduce me to their friends and to the some leaders. So I could start my career as an executive coach. So I try to learn and grow every moment. So I really take lots of course the last 17 years, and I have been growing and grown up as a coach and as a person. That is very important. Practice your best life, because if you don't live your best life, that really is revealed at work. Because if you work at office, work plus lifestyle equal work style. So if you don't live your best life, it's not easy to show your best self at work. So I really want to tell you, practice the best life to have a good career and to enjoy your career here and now. So to be uh, yourself, you should show yourself. So if you practice best life, you need to be yourself, and you really show yourself. So what is myself and show? That is a real self, true self. So I start to find out what is my true self. My true self energy comes from love and gratitude. So I start to use more love and gratitude energy in my careers and my life as well. So I the peace. So I create the positive 100 days project for the world peace. So nowadays there are more than 500 people in 14 countries in the world which dream the future. So today is actually dream day, which I have a thought 17 years ago. So I want to tell you, beyond the career, you can dream the future. And I want to tell you, you are a really beautiful person than ever you thought about yourself. When you're beyond the career, you can dream the future, and then you can explore more, and then you can see more about yourself. You can see more about your career. You can see more about the people and the world. And you can have a much more beautiful careers. So think about that. If you choose another words which can replace the words of career, what would it be? Just think about that. I want to share my another words about the career, that is life. Just listen to yourself and you can meet yourself. If you meet yourself, you can find the right answer within you for your life, for your career. So please allow yourself to live the beautiful life. You are the owner of your life. Many people do not allow themselves to live the beautiful life. They think I should work hard, no pain, no gain, something like that. Who say that? The more you enjoy, the more you can get. So I really like to tell you, allow yourself to live the beautiful life. And please think about that. What does your life whisper to you? My life told me life is beautiful. What about you? What does your life whisper to you? So that is all I prepared for you. So what is your takeaway? Please think about yourself. Thank you very much. If you have some questions, please send the email to me. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.